all Aries people, or if you have any planets in Aries, your rising sign, your moon sign, people do know what's called the big three these days, their sun, the moon, the rising sign. Any planets in Aries are going to get hit with Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's good luck. It's the feel-good planet. So Jupiter's going to zoom right through Aries. It's at 1 degree right now, and will enter Taurus on May the 16th. So you want to really plan to initiate, to start, to move ahead, everything during that time. That's what Aries is all about. You know, being an entrepreneur. You wanted to start your own business up until May the 16th, okay? Especially Aries. So it just amps up the energy, the firepower, you know, but it can be a bit reckless. You have to be careful. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. Could have headaches as well. Aries rules the head. There is medical astrology as well. Okay, so being a bit too reckless, because Jupiter is like, oh yeah, I can do anything, right? So just be careful about that. It can make you a little accident prone as well. And then Taurus, once Jupiter enters Taurus, from May the 16th to the end of the year, then it's your lucky time. So do you want to stop and do something for Aries?
Yeah, are we moving into Taurus already?
No, I'm just stopping there. I'm just saying let's do Aries now.
Yeah. So just let me ask a couple of questions just to be sure here and where we're heading. So when I look at the whole year, to give it a couple of words, what can you give it? Give me a couple of words what you would say the whole year energy the theme would be for Aries.
For Aries? Oh, it was like make headway right now. You know, really go for it, you know. Pluto in Aquarius is the beginning of the 11th house, so you're going to start to revolutionize the groups and the people you hang out with. Mars, you know, Mars is moving through all of the signs. You know, Mars is going to turn direct January the 12th. So then it's going to move into Cancer. It's all about home, family on the 25th of March. It enters Leo, where it's very creative, May the 20th. It enters Virgo on July the 10th, where you really get down to the nitty gritty and the details and the work and your health.
So I'm being told though that Aries leadership needs assistance. I'm being told that Aries on their own may make more mistakes. Now they think well of their own. They're creative on their own, but I'm being told that they could probably use a good nurturing ear, someone who can help them administer what needs to happen, someone who can present it in a good way. So I'm getting the Empress to be a feminine energy being very helpful with that male leadership.
Okay. Well, Saturn in Pisces is going to be in their 12th house. So if you use solar, they call equal house systems is an old way to do astrology, but in this case, it's the best thing. So a lot of old karmic issues are going to get stirred up. There could be a lot of mental illness issues and a lot of guilt stuff that maybe you've been harboring. And you got to release that. You got to deal with it. You got to take responsibility. You know,
that's exactly what I got here. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, mental illness, you know, and illusionary thinking and delusion. I got it reversed, so I got it even worse. It's more like delusionary energy, and maybe the Aries needs support this year, is what I'm getting at. Although they may have all these great ideas and ambition to do it, just make sure you got a level-headed somebody right beside you, Aries, and this year will turn out better.
Well, I think that the balance, you know, because Jupiter and Saturn work well together. See, Jupiter expands, Saturn contracts. They work really well. So Saturn and Pisces in the 12th house, opening up your own spiritual side. So that's what they really need to pay attention to, their emotions, you know, like feel their emotions, like let that come out, really pour it out. And anything that you have denied or projected onto someone else, take back those projections. It's really about growing up. You know, I think being mature.
It does tell me that this year will be a good year for Aries people to check in with their anger, their temper, their nasty side. They can get mouthy. You know, an Aries person in a bad mood can be kind of nasty. But what you said, you said Jupiter's there. So Jupiter softens it up, We've got that Sagittarius and Pisces vibration in there, so it really softens it up and makes... So if you've got a soft feminine vibe, you can come, you know, sort of stop them from being grumpy and give them a little more support. I think that Aries would do well. Without that support, though, I'm going to say Aries should probably watch before they act.
Yeah, well, you know, Aries is like, look before you leap, because, you know, I've got Jupiter in Aries. So, you know, I know exactly what this energy is like. It's just like, no, I'm going. That's like, I'm going off that cliff. I don't care. You know what I mean? So can be reckless, and it can be accident prone. And it can, you know, you think you can do everything yourself. You know, Aries, it's all about me. They can be kind of selfish and, you know, things like that. But I think Saturn in Pisces is really awakening for Aries, you know, to really, you can't deny or neglect, or, you know, you have to grow up. You know, you have to take responsibility for your spiritual
I think the Aries
self.
can be selfish in its negative form, and when it's afraid, you know, or when it's, you know, it's lacking something.
Well, it's defensive.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. But I think
warrior,
mostly
right?
Aries are a great support, and have been in my life. They've been a very great support and very helpful and very loving. And that doesn't mean I don't see their fallings. You know, I do. But I do think that the majority of Aries is somebody you want to have on your side, for sure. So anybody who has to work with them, like whoever I'm speaking to about working with the Aries, you will enjoy it. It won't be a burden. It'll be something you enjoy. So yeah, I'm going to say that if there is an Aries out there thinking about creating business, just as my friend said here, yes, do it. But make sure you have support, and I mean it. Not later, but when you're doing it, when you get involved in it, because then you'll do much better. And I think check in with yourself, because your mental, you might be moving faster than you can make things happen. Or maybe you're saying the wrong dates. You know, maybe you're thinking, I can get it done in 2 months, but it's going to take 6 months. And you kind of mess yourself up. So just mind your words. So that's why I say, step back, sit it out a little bit, think it out a little bit before you put action to it. That's my warning for Aries this year.
Yeah, Jupiter in Aries makes you too impatient. It just amps up all that, you know, energy that just wants to burn. And they can be very angry and explosive and defensive, so they have to watch it. You can trigger other people. It's like I'm looking for a fight kind of thing, you know. So Saturn in Pisces, I think it's a good thing. Also, Uranus and Taurus is in their second solar house of resources. So making money on the internet, or radically changing how you make money, that's something that's kind of been developing for a long time. So they want to be open to that, and also opening to listening to their dreams. So again, opening up the imagination can be extremely creative. You know, Aries are entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah,
they want to do it their own way. You know, they don't want to be bossed around. You know, they want to be bossed.
They don't like that, and I understand it. You know, we're fire signs. We've got something else on our mind. And just before we move on to the other signs, just so you know, folks, we're going in order, traditional order of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and so on. So we will cover your sign. So if you want to go scroll on somewhere else and come back, you know, come back. But we will be covering your sign this evening. And each sign is probably going to be about 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So you'll see that now, okay? So Sagittarian, you were spoken of if you were paying attention. The fire sign energy right now. Jupiter is Sagittarian, Jupiter is Pisces. So both those energies could very well be involved with an Aries person in this year coming, in the year we're in now. Because you could be a very big support to them, whether you're a man or a woman. So there's a little bit of information for you, Sagittarian, to hold you off till we get to you.
Yeah, so I mean, Jupiter in Aries benefits all the fire signs for sure by trine. So yeah. Be raring to go.
Yeah. So have we covered all we can for Aries for now?
Yeah, I just want to mention one more thing. Venus, everybody wants to know about love. So Venus, the planet of love, is turning retrograde in Leo in July until September the 3rd. So it'll be in the 5th house of Aries, their creativity, willpower, children, creative self-expression, drama. So you can expect some breakups, some heartbreaks maybe, but really on your own speed, on your own term, like really owning your heart, you know, maybe really revealing what your heart is really all about, not being so defensive.
Yeah, I can see that. And I think Aries keeps their circle pretty small. So when there's been a problem, when there is a problem in their circle, it's really felt. So I got the 10 of Swords, and yeah, there'll be some trouble where your emotional stresses and you know, causing you to feel unloved. But just turn around. There's a whole bunch of people who love you from there.
But that can be used as a very creative source. You know, so
there you go.
Heartbreak If you're an artist, you can turn anything. Like, look at, lots of, Adele, she's like the epitome of turning heartbreak into, creativity, right?